Welcome to class! Today, on my way to get a vegan ice cream, I'm responding to your YouTube comments.
Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk. Don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. Follow that vegan teacher, she will show you how.
From KADIE. Is drinking breast milk vegan? Hi there! So you're asking me if breast milk is vegan or not, and here's my answer. It depends. When you are born and you are a little baby and you need to drink and eat and be nourished, you are vegan if you drink your mother's breast milk because it belongs to you. That is the reason that the breast milk was made in the first place, for you. However, if milk is stolen from another species or stolen in some way from somebody, then it's not vegan. For example, if you take the milk from a cow, that's not vegan because that mother's milk was meant for her calf, not for you. At the same time though, here's how breast milk from a human could possibly not be vegan. If somebody, let's say, knew that there was a lactating mother in the neighborhood and decided to pin her down and forcefully take her milk and drink it, that would not be vegan because after all, humans are still animals. So the definition of veganism is to do the least harm to the animals. I don't know if I answered your question or not. If you have another question following up, go ahead and write it in the comments. Thanks though for asking.
Run, run, run from humans. They're trying to stab you. They're trying to murder you, to call you bacon and burn you in a frying pan.
From Emily. Listen, just because you're vegan doesn't mean others have to be vegan. Hi. So your statement is, just because I'm vegan doesn't mean that you have to be vegan. And you're right. You don't have to stop hurting animals. You can go ahead and do it if you want to. Right now, it's actually not against the law to kill pigs, chickens, cows, turkeys, lambs, rats, mice, rabbits, goats, I mean, pretty much all animals. And yeah, you can keep doing it if you want to. But do you think that you can be a good person if you're not vegan? Do you really think that? Like if somebody was hurting you and they didn't need to, would you still think, yeah, that person's still a good person, even though they're coming at me with a knife, terrifying me, taking me away from my family, pinning me down, forcing me to be pregnant, stealing my babies? If somebody did that to you, do you think they could still be a good person when they don't have to? It's not like it's in self-defense or anything, you know? So that's my answer to you, is basically, yeah, you don't have to be vegan, but why not be vegan? Why not live your life in such a way that you're proud of yourself and that you know going to your grave that you did everything possible not to harm innocent animals who never did anything wrong to you? Wouldn't that feel better in your heart? Anyway, it's up to you, and you're at the right place to start if you change your mind. So I hope you do. I hope you become vegan from now on. And if you need help, you know what to do. Go to howdoigovegan.com. And for recipes, you can go to bosch.tv. And in the links below, in my site here, there are all kinds of links to different vegan chefs. And there's all kinds of really interesting articles too and videos if you need any help, any more encouragement, like reasons why you should be vegan. So I hope that helps. Bye.
End speciesism, end speciesism, end speciesism, be kind to the animals. End vegan phobia, end vegan phobia, end vegan phobia, be kind to the activists. Dance if you're vegan, hands up if you're vegan. Think you can't do it? Try it, you can. Yeah.
So this is from Eternal Gaming, who says that plants are also living things, and when you cut off their stems, they scream in pain. Okay, so you actually think that plants feel pain, and your name is called Eternal Gaming. Did it ever occur to you that maybe you should spend less time playing and more time learning, reading science books, or even sign up to some YouTube channels that teach you about science? Plants are not sentient. They weren't designed to be able to run away, because there's no reason for them to run away, because they don't have a nervous system. Animals are sentient. They were designed to be able to run away from harm because they do have a nervous system. How do you know that plants don't feel pain? Is that when firefighters come to your house and your house is on fire, do you think they're going to run to the fridge and try to save the celery that's there? Or are they going to try to save you? Are they going to run to the fridge and try to save the broccoli and the wilted salad at the back of the fridge? Or are they going to try to save you or your brother or your parents or even your dog? You know as well as I do that plants don't feel pain. But let's say you even thought that they did. Let's say you really are that ignorant and you believe in pseudoscience, which is not real science. Then all the more reason for you to be vegan, because you are giving all of these plants to the animals to eat. You're filtering them through the animals first, which is highly inefficient. They eat way, way, way more plants than you ever would. And then you eat the animal. So, to sum up, plants don't feel pain. And you do have a brain, so use it and be vegan from now on. Stop making ridiculous excuses. Sign up for my channel, subscribe, and go and watch a bunch of my other videos and you'll understand. And then when you're ready, no need to apologize. Just come and join me, be vegan, and help me in the comment section to educate people once you educate yourself. Okay?
Tofu scramble, it's so easy to do. Woo-hoo. Eating eggs is so last century, nobody needs to, so here's what you do. Mash tofu, green onions, and celery in a pan. Add black salt, turmeric, and spices, yes you can. Mix in some vegan mayo, now mix in a salty pickle. Yeah, that's the way to go. Oh, ooh. Tofu scramble, it's so easy to do. Woo-hoo. Learn how to make it, cause saving animals will make them happy and will make you happy too. The egg industry's just a cycle of misery. Let's make the animal holocaust history. The egg industry's just a cycle of misery. Let's make the animal holocaust history. Tofu scramble, it's so easy to do. Woo-hoo. Learn how to make it, cause saving animals will make them happy and will make you happy too.
The next comment here says that when Nikocado said the vegan community was toxic, this is the absolute definition of it. So let me get this straight. You think that the vegan community is toxic. First of all, what do you think is a community? How do you define it? Because I don't think of myself as being part of a community. Sure, I might use that language sometimes because it's just easier to say. But all vegans are individuals. Some people who claim to be vegan aren't even vegan at all. And Nikocado Avocado is one of those people who was never vegan. The reason I say that is you cannot go from having compassion in your heart for individuals to suddenly become absolutely cruel for no reason. And that's what he did. His only goal is to become famous. He's a narcissist. He doesn't care how he does it. And because he wasn't getting famous enough being vegan, he decided to go the opposite way. If anybody is toxic, I think it would be someone like him, who hurts animals and tries to promote their suffering over and over. When the other weird thing is that if you catch him off guard, he actually says that he is acting most of the time. So who is he really? Well, I think that who he is deep down doesn't matter at all. It's his actions that show. And his actions are that he pays people to hurt these animals and he promotes their torture on his channel. He promotes people eating them all the time when he knows how they suffer on factory farms absolutely incredibly. It's beyond words how much animals suffer. So I encourage you to watch the important documentaries like Dominion, and there's another one called don'twatch.org that's only about 7 minutes long. That one's don'twatch.org, and Dominion is watchdominion.com. So have a look at those. And then you tell me who is toxic, the people that are trying to save the animals or those who are trying to hurt them. And what about if you were the victim? If somebody was trying to hurt you and I came there to save you, would you say, oh, no, Miss Katie, it's okay. This guy has the right to hurt me. You're toxic. Or would you say, Miss Katie, thank you so much for saving me. I'm sorry that I called you toxic. You're clearly a good person who's trying to change the world and avoid suffering as much as possible. So So that's my answer to you there.
Black seeds have omega-3. Come on, sing this song with me. Black seeds have omega-3. Grind them up and sing yippee. As you see them in your pancakes, your oatmeal, and in your daily smoothie.
So this person says, just respect non-vegans. It's nobody's business to control what somebody eats unless it's just themselves. So what you're saying sounds good in theory. Like, nobody should have a right to go up to somebody and take something off their plate or whatever. Now, in that way, I agree with you. But veganism isn't about food. It's about ending animal exploitation. It's about stopping people from hurting others. Do you agree that we shouldn't be hurting people or any animals unless we have to? I think if you were in the position of being the victim, you would completely understand this. It's really not that hard to understand, actually. Do I respect people who are not vegan? Well, let me ask you this. Do you respect Prime Minister Putin, who is now just murdering all of these innocent Ukrainians for no reason? Do you respect him? If you do, then I think you're a bit crazy. I personally don't respect people who hurt others for no reason, and that is why I don't respect people who are not vegan. I respect vegans, people who on purpose go out of their way to save the innocent. So I don't know if that answers your question or not, but I think if you were in the position of the victims, that's exactly what you would say. You would say the same thing. You would say, you know what, you're right. I don't respect people who hurt others. Right?
Happy vegan, happy vegan, happy vegan Declaration Day.
One of the things that really makes my day is when I see a police officer and I go up to them and I say, I'm just curious, are you vegan? And they say, yes, why are you asking? And I say, just checking to see, because I know you care about right and wrong and you care about law and order. And so I just assume that you would be vegan, but so many people aren't. So I was just curious. And then when they smile at me and say, of course I'm vegan, it absolutely makes me smile. So thank you to all of you police officers who are vegan. We really appreciate your help. It's great to have you on our side.
Look in the mirror and sing this song. Sing, I will be brave, I'll be vegan from now on. Look in your heart and sing this song. Sing, I will be brave, I'll be vegan from now on. Eat only healthy vegan things. Never eat anyone's arms, legs, or wings. Don't eat anyone who had ears or eyes. Make sure when you eat that nobody cries. Break old habits you had for years. Save animals from so much terror and tears. Train yourself to always be in the mood to only buy healthy vegan.